192 kilometres in front of the riders as they began stage 2 of the race between two seas. Tirreno-Adriatico playing host to the first road race stage of the week. Thrashed down from Camaiore towards Follonica. 166 riders reporting for duty, representing the 24 teams in action, including the overall race leader, Filippo Ganna, resplendent in the Maglia Azzurra for the 7th time in his career. Looking forward to a race down fundamentally along the coast before racing in to take on the first intermediate sprint and first categorised climb of the week. Finishing circuit of 18 kilometres. Almost a pan flat profile for the riders, and this one billed as very much one for the sprinters. Emanuele Tarozzi, a man who's made a name for himself in recent times for his forays in the early break of the day, venturing forth for the VF Group Bardiani CSF Faisane squad on a balmy day. Late winter, early spring sunshine for the riders, including Mathieu van der Poel with that wonderfully liveried Canyon bike. For the man who's won 3 stages in the past, although perhaps looking to opportunities later in the week. Tarozzi taking the first intermediate sprint of the week and the points towards the points classification, some bonus seconds which will be of little interest to him. Behind, plenty of activity in the main peloton with Jonathan Milan up for the points classification. Juan Ayuso takes the final bonus second. That'll be useful for him in his battle for general classification honours. Ayuso leading the young rider classification, but very much in the hunt for general classification this week. The man who finished 2nd overall last year. Following the intermediate sprint, 2 riders from the Polti Visit Malta squad venturing forth to join up with Tarazzi up front. Davide Bais and Alessandro Tonelli. And it was Bais and Tonelli that were 1st and 2nd at the first categorised climb of the week. Tarozzi missing out as further up the road some riders coming to grief, including David Gaudu, the unfortunate Frenchman forced to abandon the race. Closer to the conclusion of the day, got kind of busy on the 18.1 kilometre finishing circuit in and around Follonica. Crossed the line at the first time of asking, the riders getting an opportunity to see what was in prospect and get a recce of that finishing line. Meanwhile, just outside 10 kilometres to go, touch of wheels in the main peloton, and the Dutch national road race champion Dylan Groenewegen coming to grief, quickly back at his feet and quickly back at his bike, and forced into a long chase that would eventually result in him regaining the back of the peloton within 5 kilometres of the line, but it was going to be tough for him to contest as the pace up front reached steering point. Soudal-QuickStep squad handing over, and under the kite it was the Lidl-Trek squad of Jonathan Milan charging into the final bend in control. Simone Consoni dropping off the big man Jonathan Milan, 2 times a stage winner in 2024 and opening his account in 2025 with a glorious success, a powerhouse display once again from the young Italian rider. He made it Italian home victories for the 2nd day in succession, getting his arms in the air. Joy unbound for a rider taking his 20th professional career success, his 12th at World Tour level. First man up to congratulate him, Simone Consoni, after another impeccable lead-out performance from Lidl-Trek. The battle for positions into that final bend, absolutely critical. Michael Zillard of the Giro Pro Cycling squad winning the dive bomb battle into that final bend and getting onto the wheel of Jonathan Milan, but nothing he could do about the sheer power and class and outright speed of Jonathan Milan as he opened up a 2 bike length advantage through the final 150 metre run to the line. Milan clear and home for glory once again, and into the lead of the points classification. As a result, he'll wear the Maglia Ciclamina on stage 3. So success once again for Jonathan Milan ahead of Zillard. Paul Benoway getting up for 3rd ahead of Coy, Consoni, Bennett, Stewart, Van Dijk, Coquard and Zanoncello. A popular winner And glory for Italy once again. Filippo Ganna slightly reduced advantage, but still in the Maglia Azzurra heading into stage 3. Juan Ayuso's dropped back a place, but gained a second on his GC rivals. An 8th Maglia Azzurra for Filippo Ganna. Can he hang on to it on the 3rd stage as the riders make their way from Follonica to Colfiorito and the final ramp up to Foligno? 3 categorised climbs along the way, 1 intermediate sprint, and that final 18-kilometre ramp up, not particularly steep, could be demanding for the riders, and a final 5-kilometre run to the line from there. That's all to come on stage 3. For now, glory for Italy. Filippo Ganna in Azzurra, Jonathan Milan in Ciclamino.